Welcome learners to the new session of BA Subsidiary English Part 1 class. Today's topic is a poem, The Tiger by William Blake. William Blake, an English poet, artist and carver, is regarded as one of the most relevant personalities of the Romantic era. Born in London, 28 November 1757, to James A. Hosier and Catherine Blake, from early childhood, Blake spoke of having visions. At the age of 4, he saw God put his head to the window. Though he was reprimanded by his parents not to tell lies, nevertheless, he learned to read and write at home. At the age of 10, he was sent to a drawing school. When he turned 14, he apprenticed as an engraver. One of his assignments as an apprentice was to sketch the tombs of Westminster Abbey, thus exposing him to a variety of Gothic styles from which he would draw inspiration throughout his career. Later on, he studied briefly at the Royal Academy. He got married in the year 1782 to an illiterate woman named Catherine Boucher. He taught her to read and write and instructed further in draftsmanship. She helped him print the illuminated poetry for which he is remembered today. The couple had no children. His works: Poetical Sketches in the year 1783, Songs of Innocence in the year 1789, Songs of Experience in the year 1794, the poem Milton 1804 to 1808, Vala or the Four Zoas 1797, Jerusalem 1804 to 1820. Now, these envision a new and higher kind of innocence, the human spirit triumphant over reason. By the end of the 18th century, almost all of his works became biblical in nature, and mysticism and divine mystery began to pervade most of his works. Blake associated himself with radical thinkers of his times like Mary Wollstonecraft, Thomas Paine, and others. William Blake died in 1827 at the age of 69. Read the poem aloud. We begin with an analysis of the poem, The Tiger. It is the most celebrated and anthologized poem of 24 lines, which has 14 questions. The six quatrains are made of rhyming couplets. It deals with the idea of creation. The poem opens and closes with the same set of lines. The first stanza ends with the line, "What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?" And the last stanza with the lines, "What immortal hand or eye dare frame thy fearful symmetry?" So there's only a change of a word from could of the first stanza to the dare of the last stanza. Now, this question of the first stanza becomes the focal concern of the entire poem, the creator and his creation. The speaker then entreats the hand and eye in these lines, establishing the links with the touch and sight of the creative process of making such a majestic creature like tiger, the savage power of not just the tiger, but also the one who created this being. The tiger is not just any animal, but a beast which is burning bright. The sheer light you can feel while reading the poem. This line drives home the fact that the tiger is awe-inspiring. It has vibrant and violent colored fur which adds to its splendor. Further, it may refer to the intense power associated with the tiger. It is a lonesome creature which strides the forest of the night boldly. Art is generally characterized by aesthetic beauty owing to its symmetry. A fearful symmetry is a pointer to its beauty as well as its ferociousness, where it is a predator on kill. The sublime nature of the tiger, its appearance of beauty and terror. The poet wonders in which space of depth was the fire in the tiger's eyes conceived. Then immediately the blacksmith's space and tools come to our minds. If the creation is so terrific, what then of the Creator himself? It is clear to Blake that a creature like the tiger was not created in this world, but in the distant deep or skies, referring clearly to both hell as well as heaven, respectively. Conventional reading partake of tiger as a symbol of Lucifer, the fallen angel. Now, this is also implied by the reference to the wings in the line. On what wings dare he aspire? The repeated image of the fire opens the world of hell along with the forests of the night. Bloom remarks, like Lucifer, the tiger walks alone and inspires thoughts of depth. It also is strong and beautiful as the Bible portrays the fallen angel. The fundamental question then is not just the creation, but also the sublimity of its creator. By beginning to wonder about the creator, the poet now inquires if the tiger of such brute force has been created, what about the strength of the creator himself? This is evident in the lines. And what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when thy heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? The speaker then delves deep into the space of the blacksmith, his hands and tools at the artwork. In this stanza, the questions get shorter and gain more speed. The brute strength of the tiger is so unnerving that even the stars have given up their move to dominate the skies. The poet is bewildered to ask what must have the creator thought about his creation. Was he happy to see the tiger? Did he who made the lamb make thee? Incidentally, here the lamb it refers to a poem under the collection Songs of Innocence. Now, is the tiger then the opposite of the gentle lamb? Here, the lamb is a poem in the Songs of Innocence collection. The naivety or the innocence of the lamb is contrasted with the growing power of the tiger. Blake wants to reveal the creator's hand in both the creation and closes the poem with the opening lines, except for the change of the words. There is that dare. For Blake, innocence and experience complement each other, and one state must not be seen as being better than the other state. Thank you.